How does international law protect LGBTQ plus rights globally? Imagine a world where everyone can love who they want and live openly without fear. International law plays a key role in making that world a reality. It mainly uses broad human rights rules to protect LGBTQ plus people everywhere. These rules include the principle of non-discrimination, which means no one should be treated unfairly because of who they are or who they love. Major documents like the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights set out these protections. Even though the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is not legally binding, it influences many laws and treaties that countries follow. International bodies like the United Nations and regional courts interpret these treaties to include protections for LGBTQ plus individuals. For example, the United Nations Human Rights Committee has said laws criminalizing same-sex sexual activity violate the right to privacy and non-discrimination. Regional courts, like the Inter-American Court of Human Rights, have recognized rights related to same-sex marriage and gender identity. They encourage countries to respect these rights under regional agreements. The United Nations also has special groups, such as the Independent Expert on Protection Against Violence and Discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Their job is to monitor and report on how countries treat LGBTQ plus people worldwide. This shows a global effort to fight violence and unfair treatment. However, there is no single international treaty that specifically protects LGBTQ plus rights. Many countries still criminalize same-sex relations or punish gender expression harshly. International law depends on countries choosing to follow these standards and enforce them at home. International advocacy and pressure from United Nations agencies and regional courts help push countries to change unfair laws and improve protections. In practice, international law requires countries to do several things. They should remove laws that criminalize consensual same-sex acts and gender identity. They need to give LGBTQ plus people equal protection under the law, including legal recognition of gender identity and marriage rights where possible. Countries must also protect LGBTQ plus individuals from violence, hate crimes, and discrimination. Promoting awareness and inclusion of LGBTQ plus rights within broader human rights efforts is also essential. While international law offers a foundation for protecting LGBTQ plus rights, progress varies widely from one country to another. The global LGBTQ plus community benefits from these legal frameworks, court rulings, and United Nations efforts. These actions help push for better protections and support worldwide. Still, because there is no specific international treaty, just for LGBTQ plus rights, much of the protection depends on how countries interpret and apply existing human rights laws.